Objective Geology, multiple choice questions with answers. This is the solved question paper of GATE 2013 Geology question paper, and I hope this is useful for various competitive exams like CSR, NET, GATE, GSI and other exams. Welcome to set 1. Coming to the first question. In a remotely sensed data of a planet, the presence of hydra species can be inferred using which region of the electromagnetic spectrum? The choices are A. Radio wave, B. Gamma, C. Infrared, D. Visible region. So the correct option is infrared region. So infrared IR, this is also known as a thermal radiation. It is that band in the electromagnetic radiation spectrum with a wavelength above red visible light between 780 nanometers and 1 millimeters. Next question. Amongst the following, which one will have the highest P wave velocity? The choices are A. Granite, B. Diamond, C. Shale and D. Talc. So diamond has the highest P wave velocity when compared to granite, shale and talc. B is the correct option. Next question. Both the strength and plasticity of a rock increase with the A. Increase in temperature, B. Decrease in strain rate, C. Increase in confining pressure, D. Increase in pore fluid pressure. So the correct option is the strength and plasticity of a rock increases with the increase in confining pressure. Both the rock strength and fracture toughness, it increases with the increasing in the confining pressure. So the increase in fracture toughness at high confining pressures, it means that an extra amount of energy must be added. So in other words, when confining pressure is increased, rock fracture becomes more difficult. So both the strength and the plasticity of a rock increases with the increase in confining pressure. C is the correct option. Next question. Amongst the following options, the acceptable value of the Poisson's ratio of a rock is A. 0.55, B. 1, C. 0.25, D. -1. So the acceptable value of the Poisson's ratio of a rock is 0.25. So Poisson's ratio, it measures the deformation in a material in a direction perpendicular to the direction of the applied force. So essentially Poisson's ratio is measure of the rock strength, that is another critical rock property which is related to the closure stress. So Poisson's ratio, it is a dimensionless and it ranges between 0.1 and 0.45. So low Poisson's ratio such as 0.1 and 2.25, it means rocks fracture easier, whereas high Poisson's ratio such as 0.35 to 0.45, it indicates that the rocks are harder to fracture. So the acceptable value of Poisson's ratio of a rock is 0.25. C is the correct option. Next question. The acceleration due to gravity G is maximum at A. Equator, B. Poles, C. Mid latitudes, D. Subtropical regions. So the correct option is B. Poles. Acceleration due to gravity, that is G, is maximum at the poles and minimum at the equator, as Earth is not perfectly round and it's slightly flat at the poles. So next question. The most abundant mineral in the Earth's crust is A. Quartz, B. Potash feldspar, C. Biotite and D. Garnet. So the correct option is potash feldspar. So feldspar is the most abundant mineral in the Earth's continental crust and it is a type of silicate mineral. It is found commonly on the Earth, while quartz comes the second. Next question. Acoustic impedance is the dash property of the density and velocity. So A. Sum, B. Difference, C. Product, D. Ratio. Now, acoustic impedance, it is the product of density and velocity. So it is defined as, acoustic impedance is defined as the product of mass density and the speed of the sound. So C. Product is the correct option. Next question. Choose the diamagnetic mineral from the following. A. Calcite, B. Enstatite, C. Pyrite, D. Ilmenite. The diamagnetic mineral is calcite. So examples of the diamagnetic minerals are calcite, quartz, plagioclase and apatite. Next question. Two bodies made up of same material with the different dimensions have A. Same resistances and resistivities, B. Same resistivities but different resistances, C. Same resistance but different resistivities, D. Different resistance and resistivities. So two bodies made up of same material with different dimensions have same resistivities but different resistances. Next question. The type of the wave that arrives first at a station from an earthquake hypocenter is A. P wave, B. S wave, C. Rayleigh wave. D. Love wave. Obviously, P waves are the first attestation from an earthquake hypocenter. So, P waves, they travel faster and are the first to arrive from the earthquake. So, in S or shear waves, the rock oscillates perpendicular to the direction of the wave propagation, and the S waves generally they travel about 60% of the speed of the P waves, and the S wave always arrives after the P wave. So, A P wave is the correct option. Next question. So, here we have to match the following items of group 1 with the group 2. So, in group 1, electrical method, magnetic method, gravity method, seismic method are given. In group 2, density, velocity, resistivity, susceptibility, dielectric permittivity are given. So, the choices are A, B, C, D are given. So, here A, it gives rise to P3, Q2, R5, S1, and B, P3, Q4, R1, S2, C, P3, Q4, R2, S1, and D, P5, Q4, R3, S2. Among the following, the correct option goes as B. So, electrical method, so this is for the resistivity, and magnetic method, this is for the susceptibility, and gravity method, this is for the density, and seismic method is for the velocity. So, hence here B is the correct option. Next question. Which of the following physical properties of rocks has the widest range of variation? A. Magnetic permeability. B. Dielectric permeability. C. Seismic velocity. D. Electrical resistivity. So, the correct option is the physical properties of rock which has the widest range of variation is the electrical resistivity. Of all the geophysical properties of rocks, electrical resistivity is by far the most variable. Because the values ranging in as much as 10 orders of magnitude may be encountered, and even individual rock types can vary by several orders of magnitude. So, that is why this is the most variable, widest range of variation can be seen in electrical resistivity. So, 12 for this question, D is the correct answer, electrical resistivity. Next question. Which of the following is not an inverse square law? A. Newton's law of gravitation. B. Coulomb's law of electrostatics. C. Coulomb's law of magnetostatics, and D. Hooke's law. So, which is not an inverse square law? So, Hooke's law is not an inverse square law, whereas the other all the things are the inverse square laws. Next question. A type of unconformity which is characterized by the occurrence of sedimentary rocks on igneous or metamorphic rocks is known as A. Angular unconformity, B. Nonconformity, C. Paraconformity, D. Disconformity. So, the correct option is nonconformity. Nonconformity, it exists between sedimentary rocks and metamorphic or igneous rocks when the sedimentary rock lies above and was deposited on the pre-existing and eroded metamorphic or igneous rock. Next question. For seismic S wave velocity V, the rigidity modulus mu is proportional to A. V, B, V, C, V square, and D, V cube. So, here the option is C, V square is the correct answer. For seismic velocity, the rigidity modulus is proportional to V square. Next question. An active trench is present in the vicinity of A. Andaman Nicobar Islands, B. Gulf of Cambay, C. Lakshadweep, and D. Krishna Godavari Delta. So, the correct option is active trench is present in the vicinity of Andaman Nicobar Islands. The Andaman Nicobar marks the Andaman Arch trench. It marks the active subduction zone where the northeast moving Indian plate is subducting below the Eurasian plate. Next question. In a homogeneous anisotropic medium, the physical property varies A. with the position but not with the direction, B. with the both position and direction, C. with the direction but not with the position, and D. neither with the position nor with the direction. Next question. Which one of the following stable isotopic ratios is used for estimation of paleo temperature of seawater? A. C13 by C12, B. O18 by O16, C. Sulfur 87 by strontium 87 by strontium 86, and D. N15 by N14. So, the correct option is the stable isotopic ratios used for the estimation of paleo temperature of seawater is O18 by O16. Next question. Match the items of group 1 with those of group 2. So, in group 1, like coal, copper, oil, uranium are given. In group 2, Gandhar, Singareni, K3, Jaduguda, Degana are given. And here we have to choose the correct options as the options given are A, B, C, D, P4, Q3, R1, S2 and B, P2, Q3, R5, S4 and C, P1, Q3, R2, S5 and D, P2, Q3, R1, S4. So, the correct option is coal, it for Singareni is important for the coal deposits, and copper, so this is for the K3, and oil, so this you can see at Gandhar, and uranium, so this is seen at Jaduguda. Next question. Which of the following logging techniques is best suited to estimate the shallowness of hydrocarbon reservoirs? The options are A, resistivity, B, sonic, C, induction, D, gamma ray. The logging techniques which is best suited to estimate the shallowness of hydrocarbon reservoirs is a gamma ray. So, the most common use of gamma ray logs is to estimate the shale volume in rocks, and it is important to remember that the tool measures radioactivity and the correlation to shale content is empirical. So, shales are presumed to be composed of clay minerals. So, gamma ray techniques is best used to estimate the shallowness of the hydrocarbon reservoirs. Hope you have followed these questions, and see you in the next video. Hope you can explore geosciences. Hope you can subscribe to this channel. Thank you for your time.